Hello, this is Money Markets and Motivation with Mike, brought to you for information and educational purposes only. It's your responsibility to do your own due diligence to find out what works for you. So this is our word of the day, oolage, the amount by which a container falls short of being full, or loss of liquid by evaporation or leakage. The oolage in the bottle told someone had already sampled the wine. So that is our word of the day. Moving over to our heat map. Financials are mostly down. Healthcare is up. Tesla is up big today. We have Next Era Energy is up 4.21% today. Just amazing. Eli Lilly is up over 8% today. So that is our story with that one. We move over to crypto. Crypto is bouncing today. Bitcoin gets up to 118, and the rest of the charts are all green. So right now we're going to move over to our little chart here. I hit the wrong key. This is our chart. As we move higher and higher with our indexes, I think it is highly probable that this would be a good place to put at least a portion of your portfolio. It goes up when the market goes up, does not go down when the market goes down, and it just keeps ascending higher. It beats index investing by about 5% per year. And this would save anything that happened like in 2008, where the markets went down 54%, cut your portfolio value in half. So if you want to learn more about that, please check in with me. Now we're going to go to our charts. Here we have our stock of the day, Vertiv Holdings. It powers through. So it had a little cup with a handle formation here. As you can see, this green formation, this is a cup with a handle, one of the more bullish formations. And it powered through the pivot zone today, went up 7%. So its earnings are supposed to be up 34% this year and another 25% next year. Its earnings beat 98% of the companies on the markets. Gets a relative strength rating of A. Looks like it's about ready to go into a new high rating, even though the blue dot isn't right here. So that is our story. Go over to our indexes. NASDAQ is up 0.48% today. The equal weight in the NASDAQ is up 0.55%, drives further into the pivot zone. The S&P 500 is up 0.34%, and the equal weight in the S&P is up 0.23. The NASDAQ, or actually the Russell 2000, is up 0.22%, and the Dow Jones is up 0.11%. It's quite a showing with the government shutdown that has occurred around us. On to financials, which are pulling back. Second day, getting close to the 50-day moving average. And the KBWB and financial ETF down 1.41%. Move over to the VIX. The VIX bounces a little bit and then pulls back. Shows that it's down 2.34%, but I kind of doubt that because it's in the blue category. On to our bond yields are pulling back off 1% today. This is a 10-year and off to the 20-year. 10 years at 4.1%, 20 years at 3.37%, and it pulled back 0.24%. Our bonds are up 0.26, so the interest rates is pulling back as those move in opposite directions. So we move over to aerospace, pretty flat for the day at 0%, and on to nuclear and uranium. It is up slightly, up 1.37%. Take a look at the one that we're holding is Oklo. It's kind of like a yo-yo the past few days. It's up 3.85% today. On to communications, pulls back to the 20-day moving average. Google is actually up for the day, up 0.82%. And Meta, gap down. T-Mobile, big sell-off in T-Mobile at 2.56. AT&T is off 2.44. See if Comcast will come up. Here we go. And Comcast falls as well, not as bad, down 0.48%. And we go over to energy. Energy is flat for the day. Utilities move into the pivot zone, up nearly 1%. Huge volume over here. So let's see if we can take a look at VST. It's up 2.8%. Talon up 0.38%. Real estate up pretty flat for the day. Home builders up 0.69%. Take a look at Lennar, up 1.72%. Biotech. Biotech's really on a run here, up 1.19%. Our other biotech ETF is up even bigger, up 2.87%. Software, it's pretty flat. Technology is up slightly, close to 1%. Infrastructure, pretty flat for the day. Semiconductors, got a nice rise out of semiconductors. Broadcom is a big mover, up a little over 1% today. Micron, which has been on a tear. Wow, look at that, up 8.86%. On to airlines, pulling back slightly. Industrials, pretty flat, off 0.28%. Healthcare, wow, look at that move in healthcare. Up 3%. I'm sure Eli Lilly had a lot to do with it. It's up 8.818%. We'll see if there's anything. A lot of things moved in healthcare today. I lost my screen here for a second. Merck is up big. AbbVie is up huge. Bristol Myers Squibb looks like it's trying to break out above its 50-day moving average. Pfizer up 6.79%. So there's been a little bit of a rotation into healthcare today, that's for sure. This is a big mover. Thermo Scientific up 9.42%, and Danaher very close by, up at 7.37%. And let us continue with, this is consumer staples. It's pulling back a little bit after a 3-day move. Consumer discretionary up 0.63%. Amazon up slightly. And Tesla was a big mover in this area today, up 3.31, powers through the profit zone. Building materials pulls back. Mining and metals just continues to rise, up 2.27%. And finally, in uranium, number up 1.24%. So that is what we're looking at here. We go backwards a little bit here. Applied materials got a nice move in semiconductors, up 6.35% today. Got a nice little cup pattern here. Relative strength line. It's getting close to crossing over to a new high. Acuity gaps up and powers higher, up 5.4%. This looks more like an ascending base, that it just ascends higher and higher. DDOG getting pretty close, so this would be kind of like an early buy right here as it clears this consolidation right here. This is kind of a flat base. Right. It's been going up into a power trend and back again. A power trend is a 10-day is above the 20 and 20 is above the 50. And it looked like it just cleared into a power trend again today. GSK was number one yesterday and is continuing up today, 5.44%. Now, 2 gap ups in a row. Howard Hughes Holdings clears a little consolidation here, pulled back to the 20-day moving average. And it looks like it's getting close to clearing new high on the relative strength line. 10-day is above the 20, 20 is above the 50, and the 50 is above the 200. So right here on the 16th of September, it went into a power trend. NOVIX clears its 50-day moving average, up 11.43%, develops and produces silicon anode lithium ion batteries. And the top 4, we'll start with number 1. ICVIA Holdings powers into the pivot zone here on a little bit of a flat base. It is not in a power trend at the moment, but it was up 7.29%. ARM Holdings has a nice move, up 6.28%. Let's see if it can continue. It's kind of a wide, flat base here. I'd be interested in seeing if it could clear this area right up here. 158.99, I guess, would be a good place for it to move above. AstraZeneca, another medical related stock, a really long cup with a handle here. As you can see, this green cup pattern, handles out, and now with all the money moving into healthcare and biotech, it is moving up about 10%. And finally, Comstock Resources, engaged in exploration and production of oil and natural gas. It is clearing this little area right here, bounces off its 200-day moving average. We'll see if it can continue. And that is a wrap up of our chart analysis for today. And let me see if we can get our quote of the day. Quote of the day is slow to be coming up. We'll pause here for a second. So, well, here's our quote of the day. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. This is Robert Frost. Also a beautiful picture. I'm not sure if he left the wood and went to the seashore. But thanks for joining in. This has been Money, Markets, and Motivation with Mike. Hope everybody has a great day. Go out there and make a difference. And we shall see you back here tomorrow.